Hey, have you chosen your tax regime for financial year 2020-2021?
If not, then stick around till the end to know all about the new regime. This may help you to select which regime is beneficial for you. In this video we understand both the old and new regime along with practical illustrations on the same.
Let's get started then. The Budget 2020 had introduced an additional method of taxation for individuals and HUF. This alternative is available from assessment year 2021-22, wherein with removal of various exemptions and deductions, reduced tax rates are introduced under this regime. This new alternative method of taxation is referred to as new regime. Important question here is, when to opt for the new regime? The answer is now, while filing return of income for assessment year 2021-22. Within due date under section 139(1). The option of selecting new regime is available to who? 1. It is available to individuals or HUF not having income from business or profession. Here they have the freedom of changing regime every year as may be beneficial to them. 2. It is available to individuals or HUF having income from business or profession. Here the option once exercised to opt for the new regime of taxation is irrevocable and cannot be reversed. Let's now compare old regime and new regime of taxation. Tax rates under new and old regime are different. Under new regime, government has introduced reduced tax rates for individuals and HUF as compared to the older existing regime. Tax rates under the older existing regime. In case net taxable income is up to 2,50,000, there is no tax liability. If net taxable income is up to 5 lakhs, applicable tax rate is 5%. If it is up to 10 lakhs, applicable tax rate is 20%. If net taxable income is above 10 lakhs, then the applicable tax rate is 30%. For senior citizens, that is for individuals of 60 years and above, tax is levied only if their net taxable income exceeds 3 lakhs. In this case, if net taxable income exceeds 3 lakhs but is up to 5 lakhs, applicable tax rate is 5%. If net taxable income exceeds 5 lakhs but does not exceed 10 lakhs, applicable tax rate is 20%. Same slab rate is applicable to very senior citizen. If net taxable income exceeds 10 lakhs, applicable tax rate is 30% for senior as well as very senior citizens. Let's have a look at reduced tax rates in new tax regime. Here if net taxable income is up to 2,50,000, no tax is applicable. If net taxable income exceeds 2,50,000 and is up to 5 lakhs, then tax rate is 5%. If net taxable income exceeds 5 lakhs but is up to 7,50,000, then tax rate is 10%. If net taxable income exceeds 7,50,000 but is up to 10 lakhs, then tax rate would be 15%. If exceeds 10 lakhs but is up to 12 lakhs 50,000, tax rate is 20%. If exceeds 12 lakhs 50,000 but is up to 15 lakhs, then tax rate is 25%. And if net taxable income is above 15 lakhs, tax rate would be 30%. Surcharge is levied on tax. Let's have a glance at the applicable rates of surcharge. Surcharge is levied at 10% if income exceeds 50 lakhs but not exceeding 1 crore. Surcharge at 15% if income exceeds 1 crore but not exceeding 2 crores. Surcharge at 25% if income exceeds 2 crores but not exceeding 5 crores. Surcharge at 37% if income exceeds 5 crores. Notes: Health and education cess at 4% of tax plus surcharge. Maximum rebate of 12,500 available to resident individuals with total income up to 5 lakh rupees. Education cess at 4% of tax plus surcharge. Key points. Point 1. UNT will not be applicable if one opts for Section 115 BAC for business income. Point 2. The individual or HUF opting the new regime will not be able to set off any loss from house property against any other head of income. However, the said loss can be carried forward to the subsequent years for its set off against the income from same head of income. Point 3. Certain exemptions and deductions cannot be claimed. On failure to comply with the prescribed conditions, the options shall be rendered invalid. Point 4. The individual or HUF will not be able to set off any loss carried forward or depreciation attributable to those exemptions or deductions. Tax deductions and exemptions which cannot be claimed if opted for new regime. Here is the list of the same. 1. Leave travel concession under Section 10 subsection 5 applicable to persons in employment. 2. House rent allowance under Section 10 subsection 13A applicable to persons in employment. 3. Exemption for said units under Section 10AA in case of business income. 4. Allowances under Section 10 subsection 14 NBSP applicable for persons in employment with few exceptions. 5. Allowances to MPs or MLAs under Section 10 subsection 17. 6. Allowance for income of minor under Section 10 subsection 32. 7. Standard deduction of Rs 50,000, deduction for entertainment allowance and professional tax under Section 16, against salary income. 8. Interest on loan taken for self-occupied or vacant property. 9. Additional depreciation under Section 32 subsection 1 clause 2a. 10. Donations or expenditure on scientific research under Section 35. 11. Deductions under Section 32AD, 33AB, 33ABA, 35AD, 35CCC applicable to business income. 12. Family pension under Section 57(2)(a). 13. Deduction in respect of certain donations for scientific research or rural development under Section 80(g)(a). 14. Deduction in respect of contributions given by any person to political parties etc. under Section 80(g)(c). 15. Any deduction under Chapter 6A, available to individuals like investment in PPF, LIC, ELSS, contribution to certain pension funds, contribution to national pension scheme etc. Except for deduction for contribution to pension scheme under Section 80CCD 2. 16. Deductions from business income in respect of profits and gains from industrial undertakings or enterprises engaged in infrastructure development, etc. Let's analyze with an example to know that in what regime of taxation are you benefited. For now, let's just consider example 1. We analyze it based on 3 scenarios. 1. In which individual is taxed as per existing regime with house property loss. 2. In which individual is taxed as per existing regime without having house property loss. And 3. Where individual opts for new regime. Now let's assume that the individual is having salary income of 11,52,500 in all 3 scenarios. To compute income under the head salary under existing regime, standard deduction of 50,000 and professional tax of 2,500 would be available as deduction from salary income, making the income chargeable under the head to 11 lakhs. Whereas in new regime, no such deductions will be available to individual. Now in scenario 1, the assessee has loss under the head house property which is allowed to be carried forward up to 2 lakhs. Hence, bringing gross total income to Rs 9 lakhs. In comparison to scenario 2 where we have no house property loss, thereby bringing gross total income to 11 lakhs. In third scenario, gross total income would be 11,52,500, that is the income earned as salary. In scenario 1, after claiming 80C and 80D deductions, total taxable income comes to 7,25,000. On this, liability of tax would be rupees 59,800 only. In scenario 2, total taxable income would be 9,25,000, on which tax liability would be 1,01,400. Whereas in scenario 3, as the deductions cannot be claimed and hence total taxable income will be the income earned as salary, that is 11,52,500. Resulting tax liability is 1,09,720, which is much higher than the existing tax regime. Now let's understand example 2. Here, we again consider 3 similar situations with a slight increase in salary income, assuming it to be 15 lakhs. In scenario 1, that is individual taxed as per existing regime having loss under the head house property. His income under the head salary would be 14,47,500, consider a 50,000 standard deduction and 2,500 professional tax. In scenario 2, income under the head salary would be same as in scenario 1. In scenario 3, no deductions will be available, leading to 15 lakhs as income under the head salary. Coming to income under the head house property, loss of 2 lakhs will be carried forward in case of scenario 1, reducing gross total income to 12,47,500. Whereas in other 2 scenarios, gross total income would remain to be income under the head salary. That is 14,47,000 and 515 lakhs respectively. Claiming deductions under scenario 1 and 2, total taxable income comes to 10,72,500 and 12,72,500 respectively. And tax liability to 1,39,620 and 2,02,020. In scenario 3, that is new regime, taxable income being 15 lakhs, total tax liability comes to 1,95,000. To conclude, it can be understood that the new tax regime may not be beneficial to those assessees who are availing benefit of varied deductions and exemptions, including deduction for interest on housing loan. Hence, assessees who are committed to savings habit will not find the new regime beneficial. Taxpayers, who typically do not have funds for investments, may find the new regime beneficial.